What is up, dudes and dudettes? This is Caesar here for another weekly pickups video. And yes, I am keeping that promise as best as I can. And yeah. And of course, I'm actually doing a pretty good job at this, actually. So basically this Reddit user commented saying, "Dude, are you high?" or somewhere along the lines of that. Just to clarify some things, no, I wasn't high, I was sleepy. It was the middle of the night, and I had to do something because I was really busy that day. And two, I don't do drugs. I'm an occasional social drinker, but I don't do drugs. So, just to put that out there, I don't smoke, I drink. I'm not quite of a big drinker, I'm just occasional social kind of stuff. So let's start off with some video games because after all, this channel specifically is about video games. So let's start with Spot Goes to Hollywood on the Genesis. Now I have Spot Goes to Hollywood on the PlayStation, which is a lot better in some way. But this is the sequel to Cool Spot, which, if you guys remember that game, where you play as the little red dot and he goes around rescuing other red dots. So if you don't know who this little red dot character is, he was the mascot for 7-Up, the soda, and he was pretty big around the 90s. It was around the same time that the Noid was with Domino's, and that lasted a long while. So yeah, Spot Goes to Hollywood. A fun game. Played it for a bit, then the label's coming off, as you can see. I'm gonna super glue on this bitch. Next, we got a game that I played with my friends back in grade school, and I always pop in this game for some reason because I loved it. It's Barkley Shut Up and Jam, and you got the legend himself, Charles Barkley. Charles Barkley, man, he's in that higher echelon with Michael Jordan, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Moses Malone, David Robinson. Think of any great basketball player of that era, I can give you a full list of them like that. Now what I like about Shut Up and Jam is because I like the music in it and the mechanics. It's basically 2 versus 2 basketball. It's pick-up basketball. So I really like this game. They have Shut Up and Jam too, but I'm gonna have to look for this. But for now, I like this game. I really do. I really do. And then we have some Nintendo games. Now, this is a black box game that, you love it or hate it. It's one of the black box games, of course. It doesn't have to be like the best. Unless it's Kung Fu, Donkey Kong, or Super Mario Brothers, but it's tennis. So tennis is a little weird it's a weird concept for a game, although you get to move around really fast and all that. I really enjoyed this when I first played this in a Famiclone cart, when it had a bunch of those black box games and a bunch of unlicensed versions of Famicom only stuff. That's how I got to play Twinbee and what's that one? Twinbee, Gradius, and Sky Destroyer. That's how I played those. Oh, and Ninja Kid, I think it's called. Next, we have a Capcom game called Codename Viper. I have not played this yet, so I don't know much about it, but if you do, please let me know. So basically, I've been looking at Capcom games with the purple label and the red logo right here, as you can see on the cover. Sorry, it's a little bit blurry. It's my camera's fault. I'll get a better camera, probably. So I went over to the CD rack at Goodwill the next day, and I got me the first version of Microsoft Flight Simulator that I've ever experienced with. This is 98. I actually played this on a Windows 95, actually. It's pretty good looking. I mean, I enjoyed it, but I do have the sealed copy of the original Flight Simulator on my shelf up there. If you guys want to see it, I'll show it in a future video, probably. Now this next one is a Sega PC game, and it's called Worldwide Soccer. I'm aware that Sega was, at the time, porting their games into PCs, because back in the day, Jack in the Box restaurants used to put some of their little CD-ROMs into the kids' meals, like Sonic 3D Blast, Sonic and Knuckles, and Bug, I think. I think Echo the Dolphin was also ported in there too at some point. Because I remember I got Sonic 3D and Sonic and Knuckles Collection. Those are the two big ones that I had, and they were pretty good. I mean, they're pretty good ports for a Genesis title, but then again, I would rather enjoy the Genesis version than the PC because the general MIDI music isn't that bad. It's just I'm more nostalgic for the Genesis version since that's the original version that I played. And sometimes they will port over Sega Saturn games into this because I remember watching a video that Lazy Game Reviews did, LGR. He did a video on a Sega graphics card, I think. I don't know. I'll put the video right here if you want to watch it. So it's about this graphics card that they put on Windows computers that enhances the quality of certain Sega games because it's powered by, I think it's what they used for the Sega Saturn. I don't know. But side by side in comparison, it looks way better than the Sega Saturn. Like, LGR played a copy of Virtua Fighter, and it looks pretty damn amazing with the textures, and it's not as pixelated or spiky. It's like more like well textured and rounded, like they're actual human beings. And yeah, I'm really happy that I got this. I'm gonna test them out and see if they work. I'm pretty sure Flight Simulator is gonna work. This next PC game is absolutely one of my favorite first-person shooters of all time. It's Deus Ex, Game of the Year Edition. Now I know you can get this on GOG.com and all that, but for me, I would like to have the physical media because it's just hands-on. It's like you have it in your hand, and it's pretty good. What else can I say about this game? I love Deus Ex, and the latest Deus Ex that came out, fantastic, absolutely awesome. Love Deus Ex. For those of you who know me too well, I am a musician, I sing, I produce my own music, I produce music. Me being the music guy, I love 80s, 90s, anything that was good in the 70s, 80s, 90s, 60s, anything that's good basically. So I got a copy of Go West, and this was the greatest new wave album that I've heard in years. Go West is one of my top 10 favorite new wave bands, next in line to Duran Duran, The Cars, Depeche Mode. If you consider Depeche Mode as new wave, I guess they're considered many things because they're trend sniffers, by the way. Maybe not, but they adapt. They adapt to the ever-changing environment of music, and that's what I respect that band for. I think one of the most notable songs you might know if you're an 80s music buff, Call Me, which featured in one of the GTA games, I think. I think Vice City had that. Not only am I 80s lover of music, but I also am a 90s lover of music because I got the single of Real McCoy, Run Away. You know, the song goes like, run away, run away, run away and save your life. It's really good because it's one of the earliest techno songs from like 95. One of my vaguest memories of listening to this kind of stuff, I was around 4 years old whenever it came out. 3 or 4 years old, I can't remember. But it was around that time where they released, This is the rhythm of the night, oh yeah. Yeah, and this one. So, this is one of the very big ones that played on the radio. The European version of this song is better in terms of production quality. This is just pretty basic run-of-the-mill Euro dance of the time. So, no offense, but I love the song. Just European version is better. Alright, let's move on to some DVDs, or should I say DVD sets. This has got to be one of the wildest, weirdest finds that I never thought I would never find something like this. It's the complete animated series of Dungeons and Dragons. I watched it. I really did like this. I remember liking this show because I was a big Dungeons and Dragons kid. I remember playing Advanced. I was playing AD&D 2nd Edition. So, I really enjoyed this show. But it's missing disc 1. So I got me another So I just ordered a copy of Disc 1 on Amazon, so they'll send it through. It's the thing, you always gotta check the boxes to see if everything's complete. But it's just one disc and I can easily get it. And the next one I have here is one of the most influential, most highly acclaimed movie collections of all time, The Godfather, parts 1 to 3. And look at this sexy black box right there with the Godfather logo right here. I love these kind of like mafia, mobster movies, you know, like there was the noir films of the 40s. And I actually enjoyed like this movie. I only saw part 1, never got to see part 2 and 3 because I was a bit too young at the time. But I did see part 1 whenever it was airing on television. So yeah, I actually enjoyed this kind of stuff because I like the dark nature and like the whole mafioso mobster kind of lifestyle. That not that I want to be one, but I just love stories like this, you know. And it's got I actually bought all these from the Goodwill, by the way, but it had like bad sticker placement all over it. They kept falling apart. Like they just really taped it over this. I'm gonna get some Goo Gone or something to get the tape off of this thing. Well, this concludes our pickups video for this week, and thank you guys for watching this video. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. I really appreciate it. And if you want to see more of my videos here, you can check out my other pickups on this side beside me, where I got lots of weirder stuff if you want to check out. And I got my game reviews here if you guys want to entertain yourselves with my views on certain old games. And also don't forget to subscribe by clicking on the button on your screen here where my chin is. And yes, this is a pretty weird way of calling to action because hey, the internet is changing. So thank you guys, and I will see you next week. And I am currently working on another review, so be sure to keep a lookout for that. Once again, thank you guys. Game on, rock on, and party on, dudes. Have a good one.